And we'll start with Crystal Palace, who make 3 changes. Luca Benetton starts in goal. A back 3 of captain Jasper Judd, Sean Sommerday and Charlie Walker-Smith. Daniel Wade, Chuck Sakoli, Ewan Danaher and Dean Benamar through midfield. Stuart Ajuru will play just behind David Angibo and Dante Martin. Martin and Wade, the other 2 outfield changes. Moving on to the visitors, Birmingham City, who make 5 changes themselves. It will be Simon Teranovic in goal, Blake Campbell, Alex Ranson, Isafu Drame and Salif Bamba, the back 4. Dineo Martin Moore, who captains the side, and Joe Ralph will be the 2 holding midfielders. Tahar Al-Masuri, Jaden Nunes-Wickham and Aurelien Gurnier playing behind Nikolai Dezhtierev, who leads the line. Crystal Palace will hope to continue putting pressure on the leaders as Birmingham do get us underway, and they go right the way back to the goalkeeper, or to the central defender rather. Out it comes towards this right-hand side where Danaher wins the ball in the air. And it's going to be picked up by El Mansouri. Blake Campbell goes back to Teranovic, the goalkeeper. The ball is fizzed out towards Wade. And Birmingham have it once more. Just riding the challenge of Jasper Judd is Gurnier. And he shifts it from left to right. It's going to be kept in on that far side. And an opportunity to try and get on the outside for Nunes-Wickham. 1 of 5 changes for Birmingham, getting his opportunity to come into the side. Birmingham have got the throw-in 20 yards inside the Palace half. That's good play from Danaher just to break up possession and then knock it back to Judd. Judd off the right foot goes up to halfway and beyond, where Angibo just gives it to Ajuru. Now it's played forward towards Martin, who goes for goal, and Palace have taken the lead inside the opening couple of minutes. As soon as it found its way into the feet of Martin, all he had to try and do was beat the goalkeeper, and he did it with style and precision. The dream start for Crystal Palace. It's a 1-goal lead. It was a good header, wasn't it, from Angibo? Very brave. Ajuru then composed himself, looked slightly wide the angle, but Martin showing unerring accuracy just to beat the goalkeeper. And you have to say, that settles everybody down. You want to try and get that early goal in games. And Dante Martin getting his opportunity, coming into the side, doing just that. But it was good bravery, wasn't it, from Angibo, that opened up the space. Ajuru then did remarkably well, and Birmingham now will have it in their minds that the last time these 2 sides met, it resulted in a heavy 8-0 defeat. There's Svetoslav Todorov just looking on the left-hand side of the bench. Javier Alonso, who's made such a great impact right at the front of the technical area, as Ransom wins the ball in the air. It's very powerful in that regard. Throw to Palace, taken by Jasper Judd. Benetton gives it to Walker-Smith, who was involved with the under-21s last night. Real talented player, Charlie. Very strong in stature, as that just shaded out of play. Benamar couldn't quite keep it in. And it will be a throw, which Drame will take. Isafu Drame, 1 of 5 changes, and ball just slipped out of his hands there. Sean Sommerday gives it to Walker-Smith once more. Here's Chuck Sakoli in midfield. Over the halfway he goes. Dean Benamar, who always gets forward to such good effect. He's got lovely delivery from wide areas. But Palace just keep hold of the ball and go back to Walker-Smith. Sommerday now to Danaher. Judd forward down the line. It's been kept in. Wade will get the opportunity to use his pace. Just runs it over the dead ball line, and out of play for a goal kick to Birmingham. If you are just joining us, look at that scoreline in the top left. 1-0 Palace lead. Martin with the goal. Nice composed finish. Just 70 seconds into this fixture. Danaher wins the ball in the air. There is Martin Olorenshaw, the head coach for the Birmingham City under-18s. He was appointed the league coach of Birmingham ahead of the 2021-22 season, so he's been involved a while. 52 matches in charge, just the 9 wins. It shows that they are looking to try and develop at academy level. They've been able to push to Cat 1. It gives them the chance to try and build as Jad battles away, plays it forward. Should be dealt with defensively, and Campbell goes back to Teranovic, the goalkeeper. He opens up the play and gives it to Ranson. Plenty of chatter from the two benches. That very distinctive voice of Javier Alonso, who works so hard on the finer detail. Campbell just runs into a little bit of trouble. He was put under pressure by Angibo. No foul given against Wade, and now the opportunity to come forward towards Danaher. Cuts it back. Good defending from the Birmingham back line. They've got out of trouble nicely. Solbamba goes infield. Tried to play it forward to the same player. They're just struggling to keep the ball when they get on the ball here, Birmingham. Angibo just spotted the run of Danaher, who produced a decent cutback. Angibo on the chance once more, and the referee has spotted an infringement. He's going to pull it back, and it is going to be certainly a free kick Palace's way. Is there going to be a booking? It looks like that is going to be the case. Peter Conn is our referee. He's just saying that he was pulled back. I think it's probably a good decision. Jasper Judd just goes over. Dean Benamar will probably fancy this free kick. It's Martin Moore, the captain, who goes into the book, and I think you can hear the Palace bench, and I think it probably is a good call. There's an advantage there, isn't there? Why not play it? Stuart Ajuru had the opportunity to potentially shoot. The referee might have let it develop, and then he could have called it back, and Stuart Ajuru just comes over to say exactly that. Still, the referee's made his decision, and we abide by it. 4 players in the wall for Birmingham City. 2 players over this free kick. Judd, the right-footed option. Benamar can certainly look to try and bend one off the left foot. Will Judd deliver, or will Benamar shoot? I think it will be Benamar who does go for goal. Looks to try and bend one towards the corner. He got plenty of elevation. Up it went, but it didn't quite drop. And again, Palace bench just asking that question about the advantage. 8 minutes have quickly elapsed. So far, so good from a Palace perspective. That's a sloppy pass, and Ajuru could be in here. That's a penalty. The referee's got to give it. You have to say that's suicidal. Not really sure what Joe Ralph was doing. Ajuru was so alive and aware of the situation. Very, very poor between Campbell and Ralph. It's a sloppy pass. Ransom with the tackle. He's furious. All that matters, though, is the spot kick has been awarded. And it looks like David Angibo is going to be tasked with trying to double the lead. Angibo steps forward, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, in off the post. Perfect execution. And inside 9 minutes, Palace have a real strong position in this game. It's Crystal Palace 2, Birmingham City 0. Great penalty, wasn't it, from Angibo? They really do look devoid of idea. It's 10 goals scored by Palace without return against Birmingham City. You can see why the side from the Midlands don't really fancy coming up against the Eagles. The referee left with no decision. He just had to reach for the whistle and point to the spot. And Birmingham have got it all to do now. We're only 10 minutes into this game, and 2-0 is the deficit. Judd throws the ball down the line. Angibo, as he often does, wins the ball in the air. Martin Moore just wins it back, and it's played in behind here, but Benetton should quickly get off his line and does. Good goalkeeping from the young man. Rolls it out to Walker-Smith. Good bit of skill from Benamar. Just hit it slightly ahead of him, and I think he'll be told that maybe pass it and not take a risk. Individually and collectively, Javier Alonso has certainly worked hard with this team. Benamar gives it to Chuck Okoli. Okoli to Judd. Judd tried to work it past Bamba, the defender. Out of play it goes for a Palace throw. Sommerday back to Benetton. Here's Walker-Smith. Walker-Smith again with the opportunity just to come forward. He got it back from Okoli. Ajuru with time and space. So too Wade on this right-hand side. Judd trying to get on the outside. Wade decides to use him as the decoy and goes to Benamar, who plays the ball across goal. Good last gasp defending from Birmingham. Okoli with the effort, charged down. Sommerday to Judd. Judd goes back to the same player. Here's Walker-Smith. Okoli up towards Angibo. So powerful, isn't he, David Angibo? Back he goes here to Wade. Now it's with Judd. Judd to Sommerday. Walker-Smith will come forward here. Slightly overhit, and it evades Ajuru. Out of play for a Birmingham goal kick. But it has been the dream start to this game. Last time out, of course, Palace under-18s were in the goals, progressing into the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup, and that 5th round tie will take place at Stevenage on Thursday night. Palace looking for a 9th win in the league. It has been win or bust so far this season. 8 wins and 5 defeats, no draws as yet. Fulham, the only other team yet to play out a draw. Ola Renshaw telling his team just to settle down. Here's Ajuru playing the ball over the top and towards Benamar. Just got big on the left-sided player. Comes off the Birmingham City player last. And it is going to be a throw which Walker-Smith will take. It's a long throw in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, flicked on by Palace and dealt with, and it goes towards the edge of the 6-yard box. And out of play it goes. Here's Sommerday to Walker-Smith. Walker-Smith comes forward and out towards that left-hand side it goes, where it's protected nicely by Ojuru. Walker-Smith turns one way and then shapes to go the other. Forward he comes. Early goals in this fixture, Martin and then Angibo from the penalty spot. Sommerday over towards Judd, who plays it forward towards Wade. Decent ball into the box, cut back towards the edge of the 18. Benamar protected it and then gets it back from Walker-Smith. Here's Ojuru, can he work a crossing opportunity or maybe a slide rule pass? Birmingham defend deep and then come forward. It's going to be a throw to Birmingham on the halfway line. And again, Birmingham now get the chance to come forward. Joe Relf has it. They haven't shown much in the way of forward intent as Gurnier from this left-hand side just gets it back from Salif Bamba. Was played forward up towards Deshtiaref, who was on target in their last outing. Scored a second-half goal as Birmingham lost to West Ham, who are currently 6th in the table. Palace riding high in 3rd, just 2 London sides ahead, Chelsea and Tottenham. Offside flag goes up. Free kick goes Birmingham's way. In the right back position. Dramé gives it to Ranson. Ranson comes charging forward. Now it's with El Mansouri. Just got caught in possession but managed to protect the ball, and back it goes to Ranson again. Here's Teranovic, the goalkeeper. Blake Campbell almost caught by Angibo again. Bamba will take the throw for Birmingham. Over the halfway line it goes. And then played forward. Slightly heavy touch there from Martin, who got that great first goal. And then the lead was doubled inside the opening 10 minutes. A reminder that we've got live audio commentary of that game tomorrow up at the City Ground, a 2 o'clock start for Palace's trip to Nottingham Forest. The women also in action tomorrow away at Southampton. Good luck in WSL2, a trip down to St Mary's, so playing on the big pitch, it just evades him, slides over his head. The ball thrown into midfield for El Mansouri. Bamba. On the cover. So composed defensively. Sommerday refusing to panic. Here's another player who falls into that category. Danaher plays it forward. But the flag goes up. Ojuru has been flagged offside. I tell you what, it looked fairly close. We might need to get the colouring pencils out. Alex Ranson was the last defender. But Ajuru's effort on 20 chalked off. Will take solace from that. They've not had much to cheer about in this game as Danaher clears off the left foot. Ajuru, who's so lively, chases down his own pass. Here's Campbell. Back to Teranovic it goes. It just hasn't worked, has it, so far for Birmingham? They've not been able to get the ball, and then when they have had it, there's been no precision passing. Benetton to Sommerday, back to the goalkeeper it goes. Walker-Smith to Chuksakoli. Benetton again to Walker-Smith once more. Two central defenders just splitting and allowing Danaher just to slot in between them and then carry the charge forward. Certainly very elegant on the eye, the way this under-18 team looks to play. In the mould, of course, of the first team as Danaher picks up on a stray clearance. Wasn't the best of balls to Ajuru. It gave the Birmingham player the opportunity just to steal in, which is exactly what Joe Ralph did. Shooting chance maybe, going for goal. Benetton dives away to his left-hand side and saves nicely. Just opened up for Nunez Wickham. In onto his left foot. Got away there from Chuksakoli, who put him under pressure with the sliding block, or attempted block. But as we get towards the halfway point of this first half, Crystal Palace's 2-0 lead looks a strong one, especially against the Birmingham side who, so far at least, look devoid of ideas. Benema twists infield, then gives it to Walker-Smith, and now back to the goalkeeper. Sweeper keeper from Benetton, who's right at the edge of his 18-yard box. Remarkable to think that the young man is just 15 years of age. Tall in stature, big in heart, and having to make sure he was brave there as he got there ahead of Deshtirev, who's fed on scraps so far. Benema back to Chuksakoli. Akoli feels that he was fouled there. Looked a foul throw and the referee spotted it. You don't often see foul throws given, but in fairness to this referee, without being disrespectful, maybe more of the older brigade, where laws of the game are exactly that. And Palace get the opportunity to restart. Sommerday to Walker-Smith. Here's Chuksakoli holding off the Birmingham challenge and playing in Danaher. Palace being told to do it quicker. 1 and 2 touch play. That's when you really feel the team is incisive. It's almost like a training exercise so far. The first team against the players not involved. And now maybe the chance to shoot for Martin, who drags it just wide. As soon as it landed on the right foot, you felt that he might look to try and pick out that corner. It's a good little win back, wasn't it, from Danaher? Twisting and turning, playing in Martin. The defender slow to get out. And as he took aim, to maybe cut across the ball. And that's Birmingham's saviour. The ball is played forward up towards halfway by Joe Relf and beyond. In towards Salif Bamba it goes. Bamba twisting and turning away from Wade. I think he might well have won the goal kick here. It's great defending. Birmingham have the ball defensively. Teranovic, the goalkeeper, has an option on this left-hand side, but as soon as they get the ball, Palace hungry to win it back, and it just strays out of play. Chuksakoli takes the ball out the sky. No foul was the wise words of the Palace bench. Sommerday being told to do exactly that too, but the referee spotted an infringement. Play forward by Gurnier. Up it went towards the front line, but possession broken up and one back by Relf. Towards the right-hand side it goes for Drame, who's got the captain infield, Martin Moore. He gives it to Relf. And now the chance to try and break the press, and it's Gurnier on the ball. Forward to El Mansouri. Little bit of possession here for Birmingham, but then given away by El Mansouri. Judd to Sommerday. Walker-Smith now has it. Towards the left-hand side it goes. Palace will now try to come forward down the other side of the pitch as Benetton gives it to Sommerday now with Walker-Smith, who can gallop forward pretty much undetected and shift it towards Benamar on that left-hand side. It's a lovely ball fizzed in. Wade takes it out of the sky nicely. He's got Judd on his outside. Might give it to the Palace captain. Such an engine on him, Jasper Judd. I wouldn't think that he's playing right side of a three in defence. Very athletic, all of these boys. 29 minutes played, 2-0 the lead. Ajuru on the angle there. Back it goes to the edge of the 18-yard box, and now a little bit of time and space. It's played forward towards Deshtiarev, who tries to square up the defender. He's not really had much to play with so far, and you have to say that that pass was wayward. The effort goes in from distance, but such a way out. Aurélien Gurnier was never likely to trouble Luca Benetton. And that proved to be the case. At half-time, we'll hear from the new signing. We'll have highlights from this first half. And Molly Sharp talks about her player of the month as the ball is played across goal. Good defensive sliding block and clearance. But there's lots to look forward to at the break in this fixture. First team back in action tomorrow. Referee's just spotted an offside. The free kick goes Birmingham's way. I thought they took the free kick as well. Quick, wasn't it, from Martin, looking to try and win it back. Referee, I think, said that he hadn't blown his whistle. Here is Angibo battling away, shifting it towards that left-hand side. It's a good ball towards Benamar, who tried to get on the outside. And that is going to be the first corner of the game. Jasper Judd will just come across to take it. Looks a very old school type defender, doesn't he? Wearing the black boots. Gets up and down for fun. Just somebody who loves the game, got that real enthusiasm, captain of the club. Or the under-18s, at least. Very, very nice to see. One arm goes up in the air from Judd as he floats it in towards the back post, headed towards goal, and that is so easy and so effective. It's a third goal for Palace and a second of the morning for Dante Martin. He just had to head home from inside the 6-yard box. Pinpoint delivery, well executed finish. It's Palace 3, Birmingham 0. Just look at this. The goalkeeper will say maybe that he was troubled, and that could possibly be the case. But he's got to be stronger, surely. Look at those Birmingham players. Look at that body language. Here's Ranson. I think it does need to be remembered that Birmingham made 3 defensive changes coming into this game. And no doubt that was knowing that Palace were their opponents. 8-0 in the reverse fixture, 3-0 so far in this one. There's still plenty of the game to develop. We've still got an hour to go either side of half-time. That's a foul. And not a very good challenge on Walker Smith. The referee just comes over to check that he's okay. Benetton to Sommerday. Nice twisting and turning from Martin, who's on a hat-trick. Jasper Judd goes forward to make it difficult for Ralph. Judd on the halfway line, takes the throw, gives it to Sommerday. Walker Smith is okay. Very athletic the way he comes forward here. Still carrying forward the charge. Shifts it towards that left-hand side for Benamar, who's been involved at first team level. His game going from strength to strength. There's a number of these young players that all look very talented and maybe ready to make that step up. The coach has done a great job as this long throw is going to be held in here by Walker Smith. The first ball flicked on by Angibo. You could see that there was a little bit of indecision within the defence. Was that a push on Benamar? Looked it, not given. Walker Smith battling away. He's got to be careful not to get himself booked. What a great challenge that is. Benamar went to ground, won the ball, and Danaher can now play it forward towards Angibo. Can he produce the finish? Goes off the half volley. Scuffed it a wee bit, didn't get too much of it. The goalkeeper saves comfortably. Nice to see him stretching the play. Sommerday just squeezing Birmingham. Benamar goes back to Walker Smith. Sommerday to Chuck Okoli. Okoli back on the ball here. He's got time to run at the Birmingham defence. Tries a little back heel to Benamar. Wasn't the perfect execution, but Benamar might make something of it. Tried to get round the defender who went to ground, and it came off the Birmingham player, so it will be a second corner of the game for the home side. And Judd will come across to take it once more. Remember, we saw that perfect execution last time out, which resulted in a header for Martin. 2 goals for him in the game. There he is wearing the 9 shirt, thirsting for that hat-trick. Could be a similar delivery as one arm goes up in the air again. The goalkeeper this time does get out to punch clear. Danaher works it towards this right-hand side. Played in by Ouade. And El Mansouri tries to come away with it. The same player uses some trickery to try and get it forward towards Dezhtiarev. El Mansouri comes out towards Gurnier on this left-hand side. Gurnier goes in field, and that should be a free kick. I think he was caught there by Daniel Ouade. Here's the chance just to look at it again. The intention was to try and win the ball. I think he just fell a wee bit short in that regard. Dezhtiarev shaping up as if he might possibly be going for goal here. 2 players in the wall. Might look to try and load it into the box. Referee watches him float the ball in and head it away from danger. It looked a long way out, didn't it? Adjuro plays it towards Martin. Martin uses his pace. Adjuro wanted the ball into feet. Ouade had got forward there too. Seven minutes to play until the break. 3-0 is the lead. It's been very convincing. 11 goals Palace have put past Birmingham in less than a game and a half. And that maybe shows the dominance between the established sides and teams just making their way at Cat 1 level. Good challenge from Ouade there as Bamba threatened to get on the outside. Salif Bamba, one of 5 changes for Birmingham. He's so dedicated to the craft, isn't he, Javier Alonso? Nice little interception. Might be the chance to shoot here. He does go for goal. You could see what Dante Martin wanted to try and do. Would have been a real clever skill to beat the goalkeeper who was off his line. But when you've got 2 goals in the bank inside the first minute, you could see why you might go for goal. desperate to try and get the ball back, isn't he, Alonso? Wants his team to play on the front foot. Referee did play the advantage there for Gurnier. And here's Campbell. Danaher gives it to Sommerday. Ajuru to Judd. Judd did well to ride the challenge. Throw Birmingham, up the line it goes. Chuksakoli did well to win it back. It comes out towards Angibo, who scored a penalty inside the opening 10 minutes. He's been fouled there. Just a little scissors challenge from the Birmingham player. He's hurt himself. Blake Campbell. Jasper Judd and Dean Benamar over this free kick. Benamar runs over it and Judd delivers. Towards the back post it goes. You could see that Martin just had somebody in his eye line. Walker Smith wanted it to possibly go out to exploit that long throw. The ball didn't quite have the legs. And here come Palace. Oh, it's a sloppy clearance by Campbell again, and it's going to go out of play for a corner. Just threw a real lazy leg at it. 3 corners for Crystal Palace, the first of which led to a goal. Jasper Judd's taken 2 of them. It looks like Dean Benamar might take this one, a slightly different approach. Will be a left-footed outswinger. Options on the edge of the box. As Benamar does float it in towards the back post, it just evades everybody, including Martin, the 2-goal hero. Wade tries to recycle possession and float it in once more. It comes off the Birmingham player. And another corner has been awarded. Jasper Judd's going to take this one, so it's going to be another outswinger. I wonder maybe whether Javier Alonso thinks the goalkeeper will come and claim like he did on that second time. The first time he was shut off, he couldn't get out. Second time around it was more dominant. If you curl them away from him, it makes it difficult for him to come. It would be lovely to score a 4th ahead of half-time. As Judd floats one in towards the penalty spot. Dealt with by Birmingham defensively, and it will be another corner. So Palace have scored 3 times, have 5 corners. Fully outlines the dominance. Judd towards the back post once more. It evades and gets over the head of Angibo, who just heads the ball high into the air. The referee close to the action. He hasn't helped Birmingham at all there. You can see their bench complaining. Judd tries to float the ball in. Good sliding block from Danaher. Chuksakoli to Stuart Ajuru, who lets it run. In fact, it was Martin who let it run towards Ajuru. Here's Dean Benamar. Floated in towards Martin, just over his head. Wade tries to keep it alive. In a bit of a tight area here. He's got a couple of defenders all around him. Jasper Judd is an option, though, behind Chuksakoli. Into the 6-yard box he goes. It's going to be another corner. And Dean Benamar this time will come across. So after looking at outswingers on a couple of occasions, we're going to go back to an in-swinger. Off the left foot from Dean Benamar. Both arms go up in the air. And here come Palace, looking to get there ahead of the goalkeeper, but he's shown good handling. Was relatively easy for him because he didn't have anybody in close proximity. A reminder that at half-time we'll hear from Evan Gessam. We'll also hear from Molly Sharp, and highlights of this fixture too as Angibo goes for goal. And that really is clinical precision once more, making no mistake whatsoever. Just squared up the goalkeeper, looked at him, and then drilled it hard and low into the corner. It's been dominant, it's been so impressive, and the 4-0 scoreline is totally reflective of what we've witnessed. Palace in total control here. Angibo did so well. He just completely looked to try and overplay. He's had a disappointing game, hasn't he, Blake Campbell, so far? And as good as Crystal Palace have been, there goes the whistle. The referee has seen enough in the opening 45 minutes, and it's been total dominance from the home side. The Eagles flying high and well and truly into a 4-goal lead. A reminder, the away fixture ended in an 8-0 success, and Palace are handily placed to try and replicate that success. It makes it an easy half-time team talk for Javier Alonso. Lots to look at in the highlights, which are on the way next, and then we've got those 2 player interviews to enjoy. Your half-time at the Crystal Palace Academy. It's the Eagles 4, Birmingham 0. And the second half just about to get underway. Our referee and man in charge is Peter Conn. Can't see Charlie Walker-Smith out there. He was involved, of course, for the under-21s last night. Good positive introduction, you could see. It was a nice burst forward there from Nunez Wickham, who didn't really offer too much in the first half. Michael Campbell will probably play through the middle. That's his favoured position. As Nunez Wickham gets an opportunity and goes to ground. And the free kick here has been awarded. Ewan Danaher goes to ground. Hopefully he'll be okay. Slight change in shape, or not in shape, but in personnel, with Jacob Facida coming on for this second half in place of Charlie Walker-Smith. Let's hope it's nothing too much to worry about with Danaher. He's quickly back up on his feet. Look at that scoreline. So far, so good from the young Eagles. The under-21s, a 2-1 defeat at Ipswich last night, a late consolation for Jerry Omalu, who had that opportunity to have a loan spell at Bromley, who are riding high in League Two. Andy Woodman, the former youngster at Crystal Palace, doing the business as the effort goes in and wide of the target from Birmingham. The ball was just cut back, and it allowed an opportunity to go for goal. Confirmation in the bottom left of your screen of those 2 changes. It's a little stabbed effort on goal. You could see what he was looking to try and do, Drame. Beat the goalkeeper at that near post. Never really likely to happen, and Danaher does well to ride a couple of challenges. Away with it, he comes, worked wide right, into the box it comes, a sweeping effort on goal. And it looked as if it could be the hat-trick. Dante Martin, in the end, just looping the ball over the top. It's a perfect number 9 run. You could see he got there across off the defender, wanted to try and steer it towards that far corner. The goalkeeper nowhere. Unfortunately, it's the roof of the net rather than the net bulging. Strange to see that Birmingham are making another change. You kind of wonder why they didn't do it at half-time. But Caden Robinson is the player coming on. Not sure if that's potentially injury enforced. It looks like he might be limping a bit there, the Birmingham player behind the goal. It could be a bit of damaged pride. Lovely to see the addition of the sun at Copers Cope in Beckenham. Jasper Judd with the throw. Up the line it goes. Looked a little push there, not given. Martin wins the header, gives it to Angibo. Both players have got 2 each as Ajuru looks to try and get his name on the score sheet. Still going, Stuart Ajuru wanted to pull the trigger. Ewan Danaher now comes forward. Danaher still going, goes for goal, hits the post, but it comes away. I'm sure that hit the frame of the goal. Here's Dean Benamar trying to get on the outside. What a bludgeoning run this is from Benamar. He's won a corner, brilliant play from Benamar, twisting and turning. Look at this effort. Ewan Danaher hit the goalkeeper, and then it did hit the post. Well played to Lawrence and the team just to slow that down and make it much clearer for the naked eye. 5 gone in this second half, 4-0 Palace lead. Jasper Judd with this corner, into the near post it comes, headed away from danger. Still not averted as Judd floats in off the right foot. It's a decent ball at the back post. David Angibo just wondered if he might be able to take the match ball home. Here's a question for you. It might not happen, but I wonder what happens if you get 2 players score a hat-trick in a game. Confirmation that Gurnier was the player who went off, Aurelien Gurnier, to be replaced by Caden Robinson. 2 hat-tricks, 1 match ball. Flag went up, the referee spotted the infringement. Free kick goes Birmingham's way. Yeah, I think you might need to have a replica ball as well. They both get 1 each, surely. Trenovic takes the free kick. Danaher converging on the ball, but it was the substitute, Robinson, playing from that far side, who had the opportunity to clear. Angibo comes forward. Goals right at the start and the end of the half. Martin on 2 and 33. Angibo with the penalty on 9, and then right on the stroke of half-time, scoring the 4th. Long throw incoming, no Walker Smith, of course. Still plenty of other exponents, one of whom is Jacob Fasida. Fasida throws the ball in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. The first contact was Birmingham's. They get it clear. Benamar tries to float it in once more. Benamar does nicely to win a little bit of head tennis. Benamar just being told to retreat back into position, which he does nicely. And here's Angibo getting an opportunity to use his pace, those long rangy strides. Angibo continues to go. Akoli goes for goal and puts it just wide of the target. Here's Angibo getting into his stride. The defender came across on the cover. It fell invitingly on the half volley. Did it take a deflection off the Birmingham player on the way through? That might be what Chuck Akoli was asking. Up to halfway it goes. Birmingham win the initial header. Birmingham try and clear it forward. Benamar goes back to Fasida. Now it's with Somade. And Judd. Here's Awade coming forward over the halfway line. Campbell got back to make it difficult for him. Ojuru has an option on this left-hand side. Dean Benamar is that player. Benamar twisting and turning. He's got wonderful ball control. What a brilliant bit of skill that is from Dean Benamar. Gets to the byline, tries to play the ball across goal. Such a skillful player. It's almost like he's got the ball on a bit of string at times. Jasper Judd. To Somade now, it's with Fasida. Fasida forces the ball in towards the Ojuru. Chuck Akoli now has it. Here's Wade in the wide area, trying to fashion a cross. In it comes off the left foot towards Angibo, who twists those neck muscles trying to get the ball a target on goal. Just goes over the top. Did well here just to change the angle. The defender wasn't close enough. In it came. Slightly behind Angibo, but he did his best to make something of it. Palace have got the ball in the wide area. Daniel Awade trying to come forward here. Corner goes to the team in red and blue, the home side, in a dominant position, leading by 4 goals to 0. 8 goals scored in the reverse fixture. Palace so good. 3rd in the table. With a game in hand on Tottenham, the team above. Ball played in towards Angibo. Is it going to be forced home? It has been. A little look across at the line, but I think it's Sean Somade who might well have stabbed it home from close range. The only thing that matters, it's a 5-star display, and it's the number 5 who scores the 5th. Sean Somade celebrates. Crystal Palace 2. 5-0. Look at that scoreline. Somade was having his shirt pulled here. It was headed towards goal. It was really brave play. I think it might have been Chuck Akoli who got the initial contact, and then Sean Somade forced it over the line. And you have to say, just keep going and going and going, because Birmingham look really devoid of idea, don't they? They've been second best throughout this game. They brought on Finn Hawkswood, who started the last game. And he comes on for Salif Bamba. Biol. Chuksakoli from this left-hand side. You can see there where he was on the slide to win that header. He's had another good game. Real talented player. Long raking pass should be dealt with by Joe Ralph. 13 goals unanswered against Birmingham. Still over half an hour to go. Great ball in towards Dean Benamar's feet. Showed a bit too much of it there to Drame. But another corner. That's 10 in total for Palace. Scored a good set-piece goal in the first half. Another one in this second. Jasper Judd comes across to take this corner. As the ball is floated in here, the goalkeeper's palming at it, played back across goal. Angibo was lurking at that back post. Throw goes Birmingham's way. Looks like that might be Milo Bernard getting ready to come on. The Dulwich College student, who recently made his international debut for England. Real talented player, the young man. Milo Bernard, he gets his opportunity to come on. It looks like David Angibo is the player who's gone off. Fasida to Benamar. Benamar goes back to Fasida. It's now with Somerday once more. Jasper Judd. Chuksakoli just dropping into that defensive position to allow Benamar to get forward. Both players have to understand the position. Just runs out of play, you could see. As he came charging forward there, Martin Moore, the captain. That Fasida will probably get there first in any case. Ewan Danaher battling away. He's used his body really nicely up against Deshtierev. Not the best of clearances, and you could hear the Birmingham bench saying lock them in. Palace though beating the press, and now there's the chance to come forward with red shirts over on this attack. Ajuru carries it forward. He's got an option on his outside. Slightly overhit the pass, but it was kept alive by Awade. Was he pushed there by Ralph? Real popular player. David Angibo, another couple of goals for him today. His work has been done. Gets the chance to have a rest now. And Bernard gets his opportunity as Palace come forward down this left-hand side. Nice little exchange of passes. You could hear 1-2 being just mentioned by the Palace bench. Javier Alonso wanting to pass the ball quickly and use the engine of Dean Benamar. Does get up and down for fun. Another Palace change incoming. Birmingham have made the 3 changes so far. And Rehan Anderson is going to be coming on shortly. Just taking some final words of encouragement. Might be Kyan Fraser-Williams as well. Both players just waiting. And while we have the little stoppage in play, it's probably just cramped for the Birmingham player. It's just being stretched out. A reminder that the under-18s will travel to Stevenage in the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup. The fixture takes place at the Lamex Stadium on Thursday night. A 7 o'clock kickoff. Palace moving through to the 5th round in emphatic fashion. That 4-0 victory last time out over Newcastle United. David Angibo and Benji Casey both scoring twice in what was an impressive performance. Stevenage, where they made club history by reaching the 5th round of the competition for the first time, claiming a 3-1 victory over Bolton, a Category 3 academy. Stevenage compete in the Youth Alliance League. So it's going to be a real tough ask up against a Palace side that are playing well, scoring goals, not conceding. Slight stray pass there given away. No foul, said the Palace bench, and that's exactly what Daniel Awade made sure he didn't do. Sean Sommerday comes across on the cover. He's done nicely there. Back it goes to the goalie. Birmingham have it in midfield, but Martin tries to win it back. Back to Chuksakoli. Judd was having his shirt pulled, but the referee played the advantage. And now in behind it goes. Can it be cut back? Long throw goes Palace's way. And those changes might well be taking place here. That is Kyan Fraser-Williams, who could possibly be coming on for Dean Benamar, maybe. And then Rehan Anderson will also be introduced. Both players just taking on their instruction. Stuart Ajuru going off as well by the look of it. So Stuart Ajuru has been replaced. He's one of the changes. Anderson and Fraser-Williams coming on. Dean Benamar stayed out there, so that's good to see because he's been such a threat in this game. Maybe it's Daniel Awade who's gone off. We await to see. Ball played out towards this left-hand side for Fraser-Williams. And Kyan Fraser-Williams will take the throw. Dean Benamar has got an option on his outside. Fraser-Williams is that player. Fraser-Williams back to Judd. Slightly wayward pass from Judd. It was under hit, wasn't it? And it put the Palace substitute Anderson under pressure. Could be in here though. Anderson just has to check his run and then try to work a crossing opportunity. Big opportunity for these young players getting the chance to come on and hopefully stake their claim for further inclusion. The Palace first team away in the East Midlands tomorrow, a 2 o'clock start at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest the opponents under Sean Dyche. They've got work to do in their battle against relegation. Audio commentary of that game on Palace TV+. Danaher just lost his footing. And Birmingham have the chance now. A couple of their substitutes just combining and taking aim, but Chuckser Cody did really nicely as Robinson looked to try and go for goal again. To ground he goes, told to get back up by the referee. Milo Bernard just being spoken to by Javier Alonso, just trying to help a young player. The throw will go Palace's way. Header won by Birmingham, and their number 2, Isifu Drame. No relation to Cody. Very unusual surname, but that purely is a coincidence. No free kick, says the referee, so Benamar can get away. Wasn't a great ball played back into him by Martin. Birmingham keeper clears it. Fasida goes infield to Somade and then gets it back. Just over 20 minutes to go. Maybe the second half hasn't been quite so explosive, but the most important thing, it's going to be another Premier League South victory for Crystal Palace. Fasida plays the ball over the top here towards Fraser Williams. Fraser Williams into the box. An overhit first touch and a nice little bit of defensive play by Jacob Fasida as he kept it in play. Goes towards goal, it bounces inside the 6-yard box. Teranovic steals with it. Maybe it did go out for a throw. I think that's what the referee has said. Javi Alonso just having a little look at the Palace website. All your unique content can be found there. Just in from the touchline. Birmingham have it. They've not really been a force or an entity going forward. Benamar just sees the ball go out of play. They're saying that he's kicked it away. Didn't really know where the line was there. Clutching at straws. For me, the referee may be sharing that viewpoint. Noah Horu getting ready to come on. He'll be introduced very shortly. You can hear the Birmingham bench saying that they want to make that change. And Haru will get the opportunity to play these final 20 minutes. And it is Jaden Nunez Wickham who goes off. Horu gets the opportunity to come on. Fairness to this assistant referee, he's been very diligent in his approach. The officials have all impressed in this game. Palace in here on goal. There might be the opportunity to shoot. Oh, he's been dragged wide. You could see what he wanted to do, Bernard. The young man got him one-on-one. It's a lovely win back initially, wasn't it, by Anderson? And then he's just dragged it. Milo Bernard wide off the target. But good to see that he's showing his intent, getting those youth honours for England. Palace have got such a strong academy, and again, he's showing with that young man. As the ball was played forward there, wasn't easy. The Birmingham player's frustrated here, but he might well have won the throw. Nikolai Degtyarev wearing that cast on his right wrist. Here's Benetton, the goalkeeper for Palace. He's been largely untroubled. Fraser Williams to Fasida. Here's the Palace goalkeeper. Sean Sommerday. Nice little win back, and the chance now for Degtyarev to come forward. Into the box it goes. Back into midfield for Martin Moore. Palace, though, winning it back themselves. Fasida to Fraser Williams, back to Fasida. Benetton now has it. Good luck to the women down at Southampton tomorrow. As the ball is played forward here, there could be the chance for Bernard to get in again. Ranson came across on the cover. The sum outcome is a corner to Palace. That's corner number 11. 5 goals have been scored. Will more follow? That's the question. 8 scored last time. A reminder, West Brom beat Palace 3-1 in the league. That was Palace's last outing in league matches. Third in the table, 3 points behind Tottenham's, a level on points depending on how they've gone in their game. 6 behind leaders Chelsea going into this one. Dean Benamar did well to keep it. And goes back to Fraser Williams. Here's Danaher. Good pass towards Judd. Offside flag goes up against Benamar. As soon as Palace lose the ball, you hear the bench shout, organise, make sure you get back into your positions. Things might change, but there are footballing staples, and making sure that you're in position out of possession is very much right at the forefront. There's Svetoslav Todorov, who banged him in for fun in his playing career. Just giving some instruction to these young players. Good ball to Degtyarev, who floats one in. Jasper Judd was there with the Birmingham player. Ralph plays it forward, and Akoli's done well to just slide in and stop any thought of a Birmingham shot. It will be Birmingham's first corner of the game. You can see that Ralph produced a good cutback. He tried to pick out Robinson, the substitute. Left-footed in-swinger. We've not been able to see how good Birmingham can be in this regard, because this is their first of the game, would you believe? Angibo with 2, Martin likewise, and also Sean Somerday on the score sheet as this ball is floated in and headed clear by Jasper Judd. That's a foul. Referee's got to give a free kick there, surely. Birmingham come away with the ball. Floated across goal. Judd had to try and defend that back stick. Robinson putting him under pressure. Twisting and turning, Birmingham floating the ball in. Somerday in a good position. Here's Ralph. That should run through to Luca Benetton, and does. Benetton put under pressure and then just lifts the ball. Luca Benetton. Forward it goes towards that right-hand side. Nice little win back from Palace, and the chance to come forward. Anderson did well there, just to stretch away, and not the best of passes by Akoli, but Fraser Williams has done nicely here. He might go for goal, he does go for goal. It hits the underside of the bar. What a rasping drive from Kyan Fraser Williams. He couldn't have hit it any better. The woodwork comes to the rescue for Birmingham City. It was nearly 6. What a strike. Well, the goalkeeper hasn't got a touch. It then hit him. Might well have gone in. He literally couldn't have done any better, but it came off the goalkeeper and it's gone out for a corner. 12 corners for Crystal Palace. But that really was a strike to be proud of by Kyan Fraser Williams. And he will take the corner from this left-hand side. Jasper Judd plays it forward over the top. Infield it goes, might fall invitingly towards that back post it goes. Martin wanting that hat-trick. Dean Benamar goes for goal. It was a venomous effort. Charge down, Akoli. That's straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Birmingham have got it in the wide area. And now they come forward. Effort goes in from that wide area. It was substitute Caden Robinson, who's made a little bit of an impact. In fairness, never easy coming on when you're side of 4 or 5 down. Look to try and beat the goalkeeper and fire across Benetton. Fasida to Somerday. Ten minutes to play. Fasida to Somerday once more. Headed on, trying to pick out either Anderson or Bernard. Deshtiarev battling away, and he wins a free kick just for a little tug of the shirt. You can see Fraser Williams felt that it was a slightly easy award. The referee disagrees. Deshtiarev wanted to shoot in the first half. I think he might well take aim here this time around. The Birmingham number 9, he scored against West Ham last time out. So Dezhdiarev does make sure that he places it exactly where he wants it. Finn Hawkswood just walks away, and Dezhdiarev does go for goal. Oh dear, that's a painful blow. Might be okay. Maybe it was slightly high for Dante Martin. That's good that it hasn't caused him too much concern. Here's Trenovic, the goalkeeper, playing it forward. Fraser Williams. To Fasida, Fasida back to the goalkeeper. Dean Benamar goes infield. And here's Jasper Judd. Sommerday. Sees the ball played forward over the top towards Bernard. It's going to be another Palace corner. Corner number 13 of this game. And would you believe 13 goals have been scored by Palace against Birmingham in the 2 fixtures today. So a little bit of symmetry in that regard. Just over 5 minutes to go. Fraser Williams will take this corner off the left foot. It's going to be an in-swinger. Options on the edge of the box. Plenty of players jostling for position in and around the penalty spot. They'll now split as the ball is floated in towards that back post. It just evades Sean Sommerday. He was around Simon Terenovic, the goalkeeper. Just couldn't quite get there, could he? Campbell was battling away, trying to get the ball under control as Danaher plays it over the top towards Martin on the hat-trick. Goes to ground Martin and tries a bit of fancy footwork. He's done well to get it to Benamar. Really skillful play. Benamar looked to try and do something exquisite too. Fraser Williams over this throw. Goes short, little feet and back. Into the path of Rehan Anderson. And this time it will be a Birmingham throw. Time running out in this fixture. Audio commentary tomorrow of the first team at Nottingham Forest. 2 o'clock start in the East Midlands. The women in action at Southampton. Best of luck to both sides in their respective fixtures. The under-21s lost 2-1 at Ipswich last night. Jerry Omalu with the Palace goal if you missed the live stream. And a reminder that we are back on Thursday for that FA Youth Cup fixture. Away at Stevenage. Jasper Judd floats the ball in towards Dean Benamar. Fraser Williams to Danaher, back to Benamar. Benamar floats it in. Just evaded the Palace head. You don't see many Danaher goals. He's such a combative player in that midfield. He's got everything you would need from a midfield player. He wants the ball again. I love watching him play as he spreads it elegantly towards that right-hand side, and Jasper Judd. Judd still going in the closing stages of this game. Plays it to Chuck Sakoli. It might evade him. And there is Martin with the hat-trick as he stayed onside. No, says the eagle-eyed assistant on that far side. Martin thought that he was able to sneak in at the back post. Up goes the flag. Did he go slightly early? Maybe so. What would the video assistant have said? Unfortunately, no opportunity to go to Stockley Park, and you don't hear commentators say that often. Minute and a half to go. It's been such a performance, this. Javier Alonso will be delighted. The under-18s then travelling to Stevenage in the 5th round of the Youth Cup. Stevenage made club history by reaching this stage of the competition for the first time, a 3-1 victory over Bolton. They're a Category 3 academy side. Good defending from Ewan Danaher. Did it come off the Palace player? No, says the referee. So just over a minute to go. Luca Benetton just rolls it out towards Fraser Williams. Facida back to the goalie. As the ball was played forward, the chance of second ball or seconds from the Palace bench. Good skill, protect it. Well done when you throw. Nice play from Dante Martin. He's bagged a couple of goals to move on to 7 for the season. Angibo goes into double figures courtesy of his 2 in the first half. He now has 10. Benji Casey, of course, leading the way. But with the manager confirming, Oliver Glasner, that is, that Jean-Philippe Mateta won't be involved tomorrow, you would think that Benji Casey will possibly be involved from the bench. We await to see. Corner goes Palace's way. That's number 14. Wouldn't it be lovely to see a 6th goal? We wait on. We are now in stoppage time at the end of this fixture. Some tiring legs, not surprisingly, because the boys have worked really, really diligently, professionally. You can use so many descriptive words to describe what's been an excellent display. Facida with the left-footed outswinger, headed clear by Birmingham. Might be the chance to shoot here for Danaher. He did go for goal. Charge down, back to the kicker it comes. What can Facida do here? Floats one in off the left foot, and again Birmingham just clear. Anywhere will do. Given the free kick for a little tug of the shirt. He's been very strong on that, the referee, in fairness. Dean Benamar drops and retreats beyond the halfway line as Birmingham take their throw. Just playing for a little bit of pride now and hoping they might be able to forage a consolation goal, but it's not looked likely throughout this game. Palace have been lively and they're on the move again through Judd, who goes in field. That was very clever, just to nutmeg the defender. Fraser Williams to Benamar. Benamar did well just to step in field. Sommerday. To Danaher. Played forward. A very good play to win it back from the Palace substitute, Anderson. The referee has a little look at his watch, but we have had all of the substitutions, so I think there will be a little delay until we reach full time. But look at that scoreline. Jasper Judd just converging on the ball there with the Birmingham player who goes to ground. Both players hurt. Ralph maybe hurt more so. You can hear Javier Alonso just telling the team to keep going in these closing stages. Danaher does well to win it back and then plays it forward towards Martin. And there goes the full-time whistle. So you have to say, a real impressive performance from the young Eagles at the Crystal Palace Academy. That scoreline certainly is reflective of the action that we've witnessed. We'll have full-time highlights for you. But 2 goals for Dante Martin, taking him to 7 for the season.